Be careful of distracting numbers. In many of the short conversations that you will hear, you'll hear many different numbers. And often this can become confusing because there are so many different numbers. And it's hard to understand which numbers you need to answer questions and which numbers you don't need. This is why it's very important for us to preview the question and preview those answer choices. That way, when we listen to the short conversation, we know what information is important for us and what information we don't need. Let's take a look at some examples.
I don't have a reservation, but I was wondering if I could get a table for 2.
Let me see. We just had a couple cancel their reservations for 8 o'clock. It's 7:45 now, so if you can wait for about 10 or 15 minutes, we can seat you.
That's great. I was worried we would have to wait for an hour or 2.
How long will they have to wait? In this example short conversation, there are many numbers mentioned. It is very difficult to remember all of these numbers. That's why it's so important that we read the questions before we listen to the short conversation, so that we can focus our attention on the correct numbers and we can ignore the other numbers that don't matter. So, if you had read this question before listening to the conversation, you would know that the important information is the wait, or how long they will wait. So you would ignore the rest of the numbers and only focus on 10 to 15 minutes. The correct answer is D, 10 to 15 minutes.